What's up guys, Octamir here, welcome to the second episode of the Stanley Parable. Let's go!
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
Illuminati
decided to go to the
confirmed.
meeting room. Perhaps
That's
he
what
had
it
simply
means.
missed a memo. No matter how hard
Shut up,
Stanley
the computer.
looked, he couldn't
All
find a
the time.
trace of his co-workers.
Who farted? Never saw that before. Alright, so... You know what?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm gonna do half of what he says. Last episode I did like half what he says. I didn't do it. This time I'm gonna do half the things that he says. Isn't that cool? Just to mix things up and stuff. I don't know.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might
Whiteboard
find an answer
Manager.
there.
What the? Hey, that's a smiley. Hey. Oh yeah, I remember this. So, hire someone to synergize papers. Papers are too synergized. Fire the paper guy. Hire somebody to fire the paper guy. Oh, the paper synergizing guy. I'm sorry. And who moved my desk? Who did it? Hello? Can I see what is in there? Ah, yes. The number of slides on this slide. Or charts on this slide, I mean. Depicting the same information. Yeah. Fascinating. Very fascinating stuff. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's so beautiful. I'm just gone. I'm going. That's right. We have to get Chris out of the broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back
There's a
on track.
broom. There's a broom, bro. There's a broom. I want this broom. No. Close the door, Stanley.
There was
You're
nothing
better
here.
than exiting.
No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
I wanna jump. Can you hear that? That's me mashing the
baffling
spacebar.
that
There
Stanley
is
was
no
still
jumping
just
in this
sitting in
game.
the
There's
broom
even
closet.
an
He wasn't
achievement
even doing
for
anything.
hitting the
At
spacebar
least
because
if there
you're
was something to interact with,
retarded
he'd
again.
be justified in
Oh
some
my god.
way. As it
English.
is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Yeah, what is it? Is it your business? I don't think so, bro. I don't think so.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why?
YOLO.
Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Well, you only live once. In case of Stanley, that may
you
not
do
be
realize
completely
there's
true.
no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story
But it's
whatsoever.
the
I
most
never would
beautiful
have thought
room in
to
the
mention
entire
it.
game. You thought the lounge was beautiful? I don't think so, bro. I don't think
Maybe
so.
to you
This is
is
beautiful.
somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh,
Hey, you're right.
did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
Oh my god. You can say something
Stanley
more?
was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Right. It's alive. It's just a
Well,
choice
I've come
of
to a
life.
very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
I don't even remember the text. Oh my god, Mom! She's in bed. Too bad. Can I get a range? Alright, so I figure he's stopped talking, so let's go.
Second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
And here I'm gonna say, fuck you. Again, just like with the broom closet. I don't know what's down here, so I wanna find out. No rooms over here? Surprising. Hey, Pyros, I like you. Is that bird poo? Crazy.
But Stanley just couldn't do it.
Can I
He
drive
considered
away?
the possibility of facing his
Or
boss,
drive off?
admitting he had left his
Bro.
post during work hours. He
Bro.
might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss
Oh my
would
god,
think he was
this is
crazy.
broken too.
And
Oh
then
my
something
god, I
occurred
just
to
want the
Stanley.
Coca-Cola.
Maybe,
I just...
he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking
maybe.
mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no
Hey!
reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
Oh my
Why did
god.
doors close automatically behind him wherever he
Illuminati.
went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating?
Wow.
No, Stanley
So
said to
many
himself, this
cars.
is all too strange. This can't be real. And at
So many
last,
cars
he
that
came
look
to the
exactly the
conclusion
same.
that had been
Wow.
on the tip of his tongue.
Really popular
he
brand
just
and
hadn't
shit.
found the words for it. I'm dreaming!
Yay!
This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt
Or
to have
drugs.
finally found an answer.
A
an
dream or drugs?
explanation.
I don't know.
His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
I'm in an
He
endless
thought to
loop.
himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing
Someone in my
buttons.
programming
I
class
may
is
as well
really good
enjoy
at
this
endless
while I'm
loop,
still
so
lucid.
yeah, he
So,
programmed this
he
shit, I
imagined
think.
himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun,
wow.
and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head that's taking everything that I'm doing and thinking?
Why not?
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving
You
himself,
mind fucking me, bro?
believing that
You
if
mind
he's
fucking me?
asleep,
Huh?
he doesn't have to take responsibility for
Screen.
himself?
It's all your fault,
Stanley
isn't it?
is as
I'm
awake
painting.
right now as he's ever been in his life.
You're the reason I
Now,
can't have a
hearing the voice
Coca-Cola, eh?
speak these words was quite a shock
I knew
to
it.
Stanley.
YouTube
After
painting.
all, he
And
knew for certain,
chairs.
beyond a doubt, that
And
this was
cars.
in fact a dream.
Get up,
Did the
car.
voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just...
Am I
He
insane?
would prove it. He would prove that he was in control.
But-
That this was a dream.
What?
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He
Sleeping on
felt
a
the
chair.
cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a
Delightful.
world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want.
Absolutely.
I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job.
I don't fucking have a
All I
wife.
want is
We
my
discovered
life
that in the last
exactly the
episode.
way it's always been.
No one could love me.
My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
So delightful.
I am okay.
Kinda. Hey, Mr. Chair! Sorry, PewDiePie reference.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an
Is
office.
this a horror game?
I am
Is it a
real.
horror
Please,
game?
just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
I freaking love this game,
This
man.
is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Oh yeah, right, this.
Mariella woke
Oh my
up
God,
on
I
a day like
remember
any
it.
other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how
They
lucky
all
she
look the
was
same,
to
they
be
all look
normal.
like Stanley.
I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Yeah, flee, flee. Be gone, woman, be gone. Off to work. Oh my god. This ending is quite an eye-opener. Absolutely it is. Quite an eye-opener. So yeah, hope you all enjoyed this episode. If you did, go ahead and leave a like down below. Help me out. Oh my god, English, blah 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 blah. It would help me out a lot, and subscribe if you really enjoyed the content. It would help me out way more than just liking. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Have a nice day, take care, and this time I'm not gonna leap from a platform, okay?
Think
Damn it,
you've got
Octamir!
enough